What's up, guys? It is Thursday, September 14th. It's 1:11 p.m. and this is going to be a crypto market update. We're seeing some interesting things going on right now. Bond yields are up, dollars up, but Bitcoin and all the cryptos are up as well too. So cryptos seem to me like they have bottomed because we have those market drivers going up, and usually cryptos would go down at that point, but it seems like we might have hit our bottom because we're starting to see cryptos kind of negate those market drivers and go on their own thing. So that's what we're going to dive into in this video. We're going to cover the market, see where we're at with it. Are we going to continue upwards? Cover the key levels and see if we're ready for some more action here. First, we're going to start off with XRP because XRP looks like it might be ready to have an explosive move here. So we're at 0.4890 and right now we're ready to press up against this resistance that held us back here. And let me go to the 4-hour chart. Yeah, it looks like we're starting to press up right now as we speak. And if we can get back above 0.4920, we could have an explosive move back over 50 cents. So let's go to the 12-hour chart for XRP. And we're getting that 12-hour buy now signal as well too. So let me put this alert up there. We're getting that 12-hour buy now signal. We have the middle line of the void lines acting as our resistance. It's like the 21 moving average. That's where we found resistance here. We came down below 46 cents and we're pressing up. We're close to pressing up right at it right now as we speak, and that's at 0.4934. If we can break above that level, we'll likely shoot up to around 51 cents today. And then if we go to a lower time frame, you can see we're pressing up at the 786 on a micro level. So right here, you can look at this high down to this low, and we're at the 786 right now. So this is the key moment that if we break right now above this level and we have the momentum coming up right now, we can see 0.4926, 0.4968, 0.5010 and then 0.5036. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say we're going to see that likely by the end of today. Not financial advisor, not financial advice, showing you what I'm seeing. But all right, just wanted to cover that real quick because this is likely by the time I push this video panning out. Bond yields, let's go back to it. So we're right at that micro 786 again. So right now we're at that 786. Right there with the bond yields, we want to see that get rejected and us curl over. On the 12-hour chart, we do see the momentum starting to cross down. So that's so far a good sign. We go to the daily chart, where the momentum is stalled out and the stock RSI is up here, and we're right in the MACD. This TSI just needs to cross down here, and it looks like we might get it. So that's for the bond yields. If we go to the dollar, we're at 105.30, and usually cryptos don't like when we're above 105, but today I guess it likes it. But right now we had a pop up. We're kind of battling with this short term like resistance level at 105.30. We tapped it once, twice, 3 times, and we're right at it again 4 times. So we could have a continuation here. We have a little small trend line coming up like this, like that. And then we have this resistance like that. It's an ascending triangle. So we'll see if we break up further. But if we go to a higher time frame, like a 12-hour chart, you can see that we had this downtrend coming down like this. And we clearly broke up from that point. And that 12-hour EMA ribbon is acting as a nice kind of springboard for the dollar so far. So getting below that the EMA ribbon would be 104.60. And if we can kind of get sucked into the EMA ribbon, just like back here, then it looks likely that the dollar would be topping at that point, just like back here. When we're above it, it's really bullish. When we get into the midst of it, we're starting to see a trend reversal. If we go to the stock market, so right now with the stock market, we are pressing up higher. We're at 15,521. And it looks like we're at like a micro 786. So from this high right here down to the low that we set, we're at the micro 786 as we speak. And then you can see the VPVR levels, stretching out here. So if we clear 15,600, we could be ready to head up here to 16,000, give it a retest. If we go to the daily chart, you can see if we come up to 16,000, we'll be pressing up under these, let's go to the 3-day, the underbellies of these candles. So right here, we're pressing up right below there. And then if we go to the bigger 786, so from this high down to the low down here, we've been holding above. So we managed to hold above. So as long as we can stay above 15,100, then we're good to go. And to break past these highs over here and set a new all-time high, which would be nuts. But so far, so good as far as the stock market goes. And really on the daily chart, we're seeing that momentum press up. We're seeing that TSI was about to cross down and said nope, and now it's starting to go the early beginnings of going vertical. Then if we go to the total crypto market cap, we're pressing up on that 786. So we're a hair away from getting above 1.04 trillion, which will be absolutely critical for kind of reversing this downtrend. You can see here we have that fib overlap zone. We're pressed up against it right now as we speak. And I actually think if I kind of lighten up the shades here, yeah, we actually came up earlier today and we tapped off of it. And right now we're in the midst of this fib overlap zone, but we're above the 786 here. If we go to the 12-hour chart, you can see, yep, we went to 1.04 trillion to a T, got rejected so far, but we're above the 50 moving average, that green moving average there. And that has served as a rejection point. Basically, this whole downtrend, see, rejection, 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 rejection. Right now, we're seeing the early signs of us getting above it. You know, by the end of today, if we can have this candle close above here, this will be very, very telling as to the direction going forward. And we had that buy now signal flash right there on the 12-hour. We have the TSI a hair away from crossing up above that zero line, and that's when we see fireworks. So right here, super close, and it looks like we're going to get it. It does look like we're going to get it, like a little inverse head and shoulders right here. You can see shoulder, head, shoulder, bang, we press up, and it looks like we could have a good rest of this week into the weekend as far as the total crypto market cap. So we got that 12-hour buy now signal. If we put on the warning signals, we go to a one-day chart. Let's see if we have that one-day buy now. Nope, no one day. Oh, let me actually put on the screener. So we had the 1 day buy now back here, but remember we're looking at all those higher time frames. The 6 day, prepare to buy soon. 6 day, prepare to buy soon, nuts. 5 day, prepare to buy soon. 4 day, prepare to buy soon. Right there. 3 day, prepare to buy soons. We have a couple. Yeah, we had a 3 day prepare to buy soon back here, and on the candle that we have right now, and the 6 days flashing a prepare to buy soon on the candle we have right now as well. We go to the 2 day. We have prepare to buy soons. I wonder if we're getting the buy now yet. We have the 2 day prepare to buy soons. No buy now yet, but in a day and 7 hours, if we can keep pressing on up here, get a little bit higher above that 1.04 trillion, we have the TSI cross. We'll see the MACD flip green, and we have the stock RSI cross. If we get a pulse and a heartbeat out of that pink right there, and we see that blue cross down below the 50 line, it's game on. Look at the last time. We had the same similar structure in the blue, just like we have right here. As soon as it crossed below that 50 line, we had a pulse in the pink. We started firing up, and we had that TSI cross, the MACD flipped to green. We had the stock RSI crossed up, all the same things that are happening right now. And this is what we were comparing this kind of upwards move to downwards move to where we're at now back to here. And I'll put that fractal pattern and I'll grab it, throw it over, and you can see, you know, same similar structure here. It's been the same thing over and over, and we've elapsed the amount of time we needed, and we're at the point where we could be in this phase right here, you know, this kind of stalling out before a nice pop up. So that's where we're at. I believe we're at this kind of stalling out phase before all of a sudden we see a pop up, and there could be a catalyst for it as well too. But we copied the fractal pattern from back here, March to June. And we're seeing the same things line up as well too, like those 2 day prepare to buy soons, like right there. And even this one back here was the same pattern, because if we kind of scrunch it up, you can see that it played out similar as well too, where we have our move up, you know, like the move up, we come down, we have our last pop up right there. And then this falling crashing structure was much quicker and tighter. It wasn't as elongated as these other times. These other times were brutal. But we're at the final phase, in my opinion, and really getting above that 1.04 trillion will do the trick. And that will get us above there, and we'll get back above this key resistance. We broke below it, but if we can get back above, hold that support, we're game on. So in the Discord too, it will flash that 2 day buy now signal. So you definitely want to get in there on the Discord if you're not already in there. For the VIPs, you know, you see the channels, Crypto Total Market Cap. We're watching for that 4 day buy now to say that, yep, up only again. But if you aren't in the Discord, come join it. And if you want VIP to get access to the signals, the software, the bots, and the automated signals in the Discord, then friend request me, Rob at Stargate, and I'll get you kitted and suited up. So altcoin market cap, we go to the daily chart. You can see that we had that long entry back here, and we're super close to breaking this downward sloping trend line like that. And then really, if we can get back above 325 billion, that's the number we've been saying, and we're good to go. And we'll probably shoot up to 350 billion real quick, because you can see this VPVR level sticking out, and then this one right here, and then this will be like cutting through butter with a hot knife, all this right here. So we can get above here, hold that support, then it's likely we're going to come right up to there very quickly, and that's where the 200 moving average is on the daily chart. So the 21 moving average, we break above that. We'll likely find a little resistance at the 50, but then at 330 billion, but then we'll fire up to the 200 moving average around 350 billion. Then at that point, if we can shoot up from there, it's game on. So that's a total altcoin market cap. We look at Bitcoin right now. Let's go to the daily chart because we were watching this fractal on Bitcoin as well too. This one back here, and it was a little bit kind of squeezed in. So look how the, let me put on the screener. So look how the signals line up with the fractal as well too. Like we had this long entry and then the buy now flash right here, just like long entry, buy now flash right here. We had our final corrective phase. We popped right back up after a fake out breakdown to the downside, kind of went sideways for a couple of days and then we shot up. That's where I think we're at. If I pull this down of where we copied this at, I think we're at this phase right here. We're just going to go sideways, but we need to hold 26,200. Got to hold 26,200. But see the sell now signal right here as well too, compared to this fractal, lines up with that as well. So all this is lining up. I'm very, very confident that we should see a pop up here, and it's going to be critical to get above 27,700 and reclaim the 250 moving average so they can cross back up and have a golden cross. Right now we had that death cross. We're seeing the opposite happen. We popped up. So if we can just have this be a mini little death cross, we pop up, get above, we're game on for a golden cross and we should shoot up heavy. So that's the 1 day chart. And look at this TSI crossing up with momentum, the MACD as well too. You look at the stock RSI, the blues coming down, the pinks coming up. It's everything we want to see on the daily chart. Then if we look at the 12-hour chart, we're getting above that zero line as we speak. We haven't been above. Momentarily, we were above in August, but we're really going to get above right now, it looks like. So that's that for Bitcoin. And then we can just cover we covered XRP on the micro time frame and where it's going to end up. We have the 12-hour buy now. We look at the 1 day chart. We have the 1 day prepare to buy soon. It's very likely to me that we bottomed out for sure. It looks very similar to back here, the structure. And now we have that blue coming down through the 50. We have the buys. We have the momentum coming up. And our first level of resistance is going to be around 51 cents. And we ultimately need to get above that level to reclaim the 200-day moving average. And if we can get above, hold as support, then we'll likely fire up quickly to around 57 cents. That's where I'm watching. Then if we look at H-bar had a nice pop up. That was a good leverage trade that I called out that morning or that night. And then it played out that morning. We came up to here. Then we had another fire up. And now we're holding on top of this key level at 0.05075, this fib overlap zone. So likely if we can break down from this micro trend line, break up from it, then we're going to come and probably test 0.055 would be the next level. Then if we look at XLM has cooled off ever since that announcement. Go to the 12-hour chart. Yep. And right now we're still holding. So XLM not doing much at the moment. XRP looks like it's going to start to fire up. VChain still looking good. And HBAR looking good. And just needs to hold that level and press up through 0.055. So that's going to be it, guys. That is the crypto market update. We're seeing the sunshine, that's for sure. So I'll be doing a newsletter today. I'll be in the Discord as well too. So go on over there and join it. And I'll see you in the next video.